Welcome to the game between the Batbusters and the Gators. A little bit late with the broadcast here. Just missed the very first batter, Avalo, who grounded out for the first out. A swing and a miss for a strike. At bat now, Cameron Solano. Another swing and a miss and a strike out there for Cameron Solano. So 2 down brings Haley Hirsch to the plate. All right, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to count there. And Haley fouls that one away to the right side. Seeing the ball well here. Looking for an opportunity to drive one out into the outfield. And that one's way outside for a ball. Brings the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the top of the first inning. And there's one hit deep into left field. And that's going to be good for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit there for Haley Hirsch. Brings to bat Fatima Masri, the center fielder. And Fati drills one deep into right field. And Haley's going to come all the way around for home. And Fati's headed for third, and she's going to hold up and slide into third base. The overthrow, but ricochets off of the fence. And Fati for a single RBI triple there. A great hit into the gap between right and center field. So that puts the first points on the board as the Gators bring their first run across with 2 outs. Clutch hit there by Fati. Well, try to keep things going here with 2 outs. It's going to be Reese Kennerson. And Reese watches the first one come in for strike 1. And there's a hit to third baseman. Third baseman not able to field it. That's going to allow Reese to get on and Fati to come across home plate. And now the Gators are up with 2 runs. Well, a little 2-out rally here brings Kira Sherman to the plate. And quick move by the catcher to try to back pick the runner at first, but Reese back with no problem. And Reese is going to steal second, and she slides under the tag. So 2 outs now, runner in scoring position for the Gators. On a 2-ball, no strike count. In steps Kira. And the pitch is inside and taken foul. And that's just outside, grabs the outside part, and caught stealing is going to be Reese for the 3rd out. Well, the ball beat her by a mile there. Nothing you can do. Aggressive base running. But with a 2-out rally there, the Gators managed to get 2 across, and we move into the bottom of the 1st inning with the score Gators 2, and the first at-bats now coming for the Batbusters. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. Well, we move now into the bottom of the 1st inning. Batbusters having their first opportunity to be on offense, try to put their team on the scoreboard after Gators take advantage on 2 outs with hits by Haley and Fati and Reese to get runs across, and the Gators are up by a score of 2-0. Well, in the circle for this inning, we have Avalo Fitzgerald, and behind the plate is Peyton Williamson, and that first delivery from Avalo missed high outside, made its way to the backstop. Let's see what the second delivery has. And that one's going to get fouled off to the right side to bring the count even at 1-1. And that's going to hit number 23, Russell, and she's going to jog on down to first base. And the Batbusters get their first batter on the base paths. Well, this brings to the plate now Myers for the Batbusters. She presents bunt. Pitches outside, she pulls back for ball 1. So Leah Myers at the plate, Russell standing at first base. Ava looks to deliver. Bunt is presented, it's a strike, and the throw goes past the second baseman and into center field, and Russell's successful and now standing in scoring position at second base.
Hey, you got this, baby. You got this. 51-2. Let's go, Booty.
All right, Leah takes a moment to go talk to her third base coach. Maybe some confusion on the call, on the signal call. Steps back in. Avalo comes set. And that one a perfect strike.
I don't know what we're looking at, but it's perfect. Be great, Leah, be great.
All right, brings the count now here to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at second base. Pitch. This is low outside to bring the count to 2-2.
Gotta protect, 2-2, baby. Gotta protect. Be a hitter. Be a hitter.
Avalo's still up on the count in the batter. 2 strikes on her. She's going to have to protect. 2-2 pitch. Gets fouled back to the right side of the backstop. And the count remains 2-2. And that pitch gets fouled back to the backstop once again, and the count remains 2-2. Batter talking to the on-deck batter. Stop talking, stop talking. Trying to get dialed in. And grabs the outside part of the plate, crosses the outside front of the corner for strike 3. All right, so Gators get their first out there. And next up is Cafaro to bat. And she swings and misses. Peyton unable to hold on to the pitch, allows the runner to advance to third base. So now Batbusters' first potential run is 60 feet away, standing on third. The pitch is a bunt and fouled back to the screen to bring the count now to no balls, 2 strikes. So shouldn't be bunting here because, of course, a bunted foul counts as a third strike. So she'll be swinging away. And that misses just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on for strike 3. Now coming to bat, number 71, Jackson. Kendall Jackson, the batter, with 2 outs and a runner at third base. And that pitch is inside and fouled away for strike 1. First baseman Haley trying to chase that down foul territory, just can't manage to get to it in time, which keeps Kendall alive there.
Let's go, Kendall!
Evalo comes set, and the pitch is again fouled off to the right side, but out of play this time, so she'll step back in now with an 0-2 count. And the 0-2 pitch is watched strike 3. Well, the Batbusters managed to get their leadoff batter on the base paths, but the Gators able to take care of keeping that run from crossing home plate. As the score remains Gators 2, Batbusters 0 as we move into the second inning. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. All right, well, we're here now into the top of the second inning, and leading off Kira Sherman, who was at bat when the third out was recorded on a steal at the top of the first inning. So she gets to reset the count. And she hits one into center field. The shortstop shifts over to grab that one, and the Batbusters record their first out of the second inning. All right, so coming to bat now, Addison Hell. And that one, a little half swing, called for a strike. Brings the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Addison, with 1 out. And that pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. 2-1. And that's going to miss high for ball 3. So batter's count here, 3 balls, 1 strike on Addie. And that one's an inside pitch and taken into center field for a single. So way to stay tight on that, keeping the bat tight to the chest, and manages to knock that one just to the left of the second base to get into the center field. And the Gators have their first base runner of the second inning on. All right, now coming to bat is Luca Hansberger, the right fielder. And she's going to take the first pitch and knock it foul. Looked like a hit and run was on as Addie was running on the pitch. And there's an attempted back pick, and just lucky to get back there. Very close play at first base. Nice job by the catcher with the quick back pick over to first base. So in the circle, Kendall Jackson, so far on 29 pitches. This is going to be her 30th delivery. And that's going to get tapped over to the third baseman, who fires across the diamond to record the second out. Now stepping to bat for the Gators is going to be Kinsley Roman. So Kinsley with the runner in scoring position. Addie standing at second base. Takes the first pitch for ball 1.
2 down! Leah, get ready, coming to you. Worry about the hit first.
And that pitch is driven into center field high. And the center fielder was unable to hold on to the ball as she went to the ground. Oh, no. It is called the third out. Okay, well, a delayed call by the fielding umpire. Not sure when she landed if she was able to hold on to the ball, but she did manage to keep it into the glove to record the third out. Well, a nice hit there and a nice diving play by the center fielder to record the third out of the top of the second inning. We move into the bottom of the second with the Gators up by a score of 2-0 here on the Florida Softball Network. It's the bottom of the second inning with the Gators up by a score of 2-0 here on the Florida Softball Network. First to bat for the Batbusters is going to be Dylan. And still in the circle, Avila Fitzgerald. Lefty watches the first pitch come in. Just a little inside for ball 1. Well, with the batter right on the inside part, some of those inside pitches really should be strikes. That one misses outside for 2 balls, no strikes. All right, we have a quick timeout. Get a shoelace tied there on that left cleat. And Jackie Dillon steps back in on a 2 ball, no strike count. And there's a shot that hard hit ball. Kennedy trying to grab that one, but just gets past her and into left field. And Jackie gets onto first base there. And the Batbusters have their leadoff batter on the base paths. And the first pitch to Gentz fouled back for strike 1. Ray Gentz steps back in on a 1 count. Fouled ball. Delivery is bunted. It's picked up by the third baseman who throws to second. And it looks like second baseman came off the bag, allowing the runner to make it to second base safely. The coach for the Gators is going to come out to appeal. Makes his appeal there to the field umpire, who's going to walk and jog on over to the home plate umpire to discuss something here. See what's discussed here. I think and she is called out on the appeal. All right, well, 1 out there for the Gators. So they get the lead runner on the bunt attempt. And the first pitch is fouled for strike 1. So on that bunt, Gentz was safe over at first base. They got the lead runner at second. So the Batbusters still have a runner on. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Siders, the batter for the Batbusters, now steps back in on an 0-2 count with 1 out. And that's just outside to bring the count to 1-2. Beautiful day here in Sarasota, Florida. Slight overcast and comfortable temperatures. And now it's going to go high for a ball to bring the count even at 2-2. And there's a looking strike 3. All right, so 2 outs here. And the first pitch inside and swung on for strike one. There's a swinging strike two. So 0-2 the count. And that just misses outside for ball one. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes for Lacey at the plate for the Batbusters. Avalo comes set for the deliver. And that grabs the outside part of the plate for strike three. Well, to the top of the third inning we go with the Gators up by a score of 2-0 over the Batbusters. Leading off for the Gators is Kennedy Copeland, number 99. Kennedy playing third base in that last inning. Made that diving attempt to stop the ball. It was a good base hit by the Batbusters and made it into left field with that hard hit ball. Now Kennedy having her opportunity to be on offense with the bat in her hand. And the first pitch is hit towards the shortstop. Takes a bounce just before it reaches her, which allows the ball to get into center field. And Kennedy reaches first base. We've seen the fields all weekend long play into some of the base hits, especially the grass line where the grass meets the dirt. We've seen balls use that as a ramp and catapult up. Again, they're rough, this field a little bit tough, a lot of shells and such to redirect. Not the best field clay that we've seen. There's a swing foul there by Peyton. So Peyton Williamson now at bat. And Jackson still remaining in the circle on 34 pitches so far in this game. And there's a ball hit foul towards third base. And now Peyton down on the count, 0-2. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that is fouled. And Kennedy back to first base. Keeps making that run over towards second and having to circle back on all these foul balls. All right, here we go, 0-2. Here she goes on the ball, and she slides in safely to second base, and a stolen base there by KC. And on that ball, that brings Peyton's count to 1-2. And that ball comes high to bring the count even to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second base with no outs for the Gators. Peyton Williamson here at bat. Kennedy Copeland standing at second base, looking to get knocked around to home plate. And there is a hit into the infield. That's going to get picked up by the shortstop, who guns over to first base, and Kennedy holds at third. So with 1 out, Peyton manages to get the base runner, Kennedy Copeland, over to third, and the Batbusters record their first out. All right, well, Avalo Fitzgerald now steps up to bat. and takes the first pitch deep to right and center field, that gap. She's going to turn for two, and she's going to slide under the, nope. And she's thrown out at second base. So a nice throw there made from the outfield to grab the runner trying to get over to second base. It was a great hit. But the Batbuster is able to field that ball and get the runner out at second to record the second out. Little repair job over there after the slide and tag at second base. The field umpire is smoothing things out so none of the girls get hurt as they get over to second base. Don't want any injuries, any twisted ankles. And we're back into action now with Cameron Solano. 0 for 1 today, struck out in the first inning. Looking to get a nice hit here. She's a solid batter. We expect to see something here. And there we go, exactly as expected. That's going to go right into center field and drop in for a single. A nice hit there by Cameron Solano.
Now batting number 7, Haley.
Well, that brings to bat now Haley Hirsch.
115, 115.
Haley steps in. And the catcher trying to keep the base runners honest. Throws back to first base, but Cameron back easily, not much of a lead there. We've seen the Gators be aggressive on the base path, so Batbusters adjusting with their defense. And that pitch is swung and fouled back to bring the count even at 1-1. So Cameron's got a run on back as she was going on the swing. Probably a hit and run there. And Haley steps back in on a 1-1 count. Pitch call comes in from the Batbusters coach. And that one is going to get hit into center field, and the center fielder grabs that one to record the third out. Well, a quick correction there to the scoreboard, as when Avalo was thrown out at second base, Kennedy Copeland did score to score the third run, with the Gators up now by a score of 3-0 over the Batbusters. And the Batbusters bring their first batter of the bottom of the third inning up to bat. And that batter is Kudlinski. And that misses just high for ball 2. Brings the count now to 2 balls, no strikes on Kudlinski. Next pitch, swung, and fouled back to the screen for strike 1. All right, 2 ball, 1 strike on Ava Kudlinski, number 17. And that misses outside to bring the count now 3-1. So hitter's count here for Ava. So Avalo's going to want to come right at the batter here, see what she's got to deliver. And that's going to get hit over towards second base, picked up by Kinsley, thrown to Haley. Or actually, that was Kira. Kira over at second base. Well fielded, and a nice throw over to first base to beat the base runner. And the Gators record the first out of the inning on that first batter. That brings to bat Raya Russell, number 23. And first pitch comes inside for ball one. At Raya's first at bat, she got hit by the ball and came close there for a second time. And that one misses outside. So first pitch inside, second pitch outside brings the count to 2 balls, no strikes.
4-1-1. 4-1-1.
The 2-0 pitch right down the river for strike one.
2-6-5.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the second pitch just misses high to 3-1. And that one is a nice hit over into center field. Picked up quickly there by Fati. And Raya reaches over to first base. So she's gotten on base on both of her at-bats. First time getting hit by the ball, then that one a great hit there in the gap between center and right field. Brings now to bat Leah Myers. And Leah watches the first pitch come in for strike one. I would not be surprised to see Russell over at first base try to steal second. Maybe try to give the Gators a run for their money. The aggressive base running, the changeup misses. And it looks like the Gators were thinking the same thing as Peyton throws down to first to keep the runner honest. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is swung. There is the... And there we go. The steal was on. Kind of saw that coming as both teams being aggressive on the bases. And on that strike, Russell able to reach second base on the steal. So Leah Myers now, 1 ball, 2 strike count. And there's a watched strike 3. Ooh, a little.
All right, Callie, let's go. Bring Riley around.
4-1-2.
And there's a perfect pitch right down the river for strike 1 on the batter. It's Cafaro at the plate. Next pitch is going to get hit, picked up by the shortstop, guns over to first base. A great play there by Addison Held, who cannons over to Haley Hirsch, and they record the 3rd out. And that's how the 3rd inning is going to come to a close, with the Gators up by a score of 3-0 over the Batbusters. You're watching the Florida Softball Network. Hey, if you're enjoying this game, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the content on the channel and want to see more, we invite you to subscribe, always trying to grow the sport of women's softball. And we want to thank you very much for tuning in. And we're going to be back to you here in just a bit as we start the top of the 4th inning. Again, Gators with a score of 3, Batbusters 0 here on FSN. To the 4th inning we go, and leading off for the Gators is Fatima Masri, the center fielder. Gators up by a score of 3-0.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Turn it up. 54-5.
And Fati 1 for 1 today. She drove in the first run of the game. And a swing and a miss there for strike one. Jackson remaining in the circle. Her 47th pitch there misses for ball one.
1-1. You got 1-1 count.
All right, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Batbusters speaking to the umpire, don't like something that he's doing. And there is a hard hit ball deep over the right fielder's head. That's going to be extra bases for Fati as she's going to steal and use her speed to get all the way to third base. And she's going to be called out. So the second time in this game that the Gators have tried to extend instead of taking what was given to them, with Avalo thrown out at second base on a great hit to the right fielder, and then now again with the relay from right field, both hits being picked up by the right fielder with a nice arm, garnering 2 outs as the Gators tried to extend hits. Well, that's going to be the first out here in the top of the 4th inning. And the first pitch to Reese Kennerson is called strike one. And that one misses low for ball one. That's going to be low and outside for ball two. 2-1. And that one is fouled to the left side to bring the count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And there's a swing strike 3 that hits the ground, but the catcher easily recovers, throws to first. And the Batbusters record their second out. And now coming to bat is Kira Sherman. 0 for 1 today. Looking to fix those stats. And she hits a nice ball in the gap between center and left field. And is going to hold at first base wisely for a single. So a 2-out single there for Kira Sherman. Oh, now coming to bat is Addison Held. She had a nice shot, her first at bat, as she is 1 for 1 today. And you see what she can do here as the first pitch about to be delivered here by Jackson to her. And that comes off the end of the bat. It's going to chop over to third base, who throws across the diamond to record the 3rd out. So Gators go down 1-2-3 despite a great hit, but well played there by the Batbusters. And the score remains Gators 3, Batbusters 0 as we move to the middle of the 4th inning here on the Florida Softball Network. We enter the bottom of the 4th inning now. And first to bat is the pitcher Jackson. She's 0 for 1 today. Remaining in the circle for the Gators, Avalo Fitzgerald, so far in 47 pitches for this game. Quick adjustment to the gate there made by the fielding umpire that was open. And we're ready for action. And Kendall gets hit by that ball. No, just a foul ball. Okay. The batter trying to, stating that she got hit by the ball. The umpire did not see the batter hit by the ball. Oh, the bat was in the strike zone. So then that should be called a strike. So let's see what this pitch is going to be called. So that's going to be called a strike. If this ball is not called a strike, then this is an errant call. Yep. Okay, so it does come up as strike. All right, so the count's now going to be 0-1. The umpire is saying that the batter swung at that pitch, and therefore, although she was hit by it, her hands were in the strike zone. And that one gets fouled to the backstop for 0-2.
You're good, Kendall. Let's go, girl.
All right, no balls, 2 strikes here on the pitcher, Kendall Jackson. And that misses well outside for 1-2. The 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed for strike 3. So coming to bat now for the Batbusters is number 14, Dillon, or Dylan. We'll just say Jackie Dillon, I believe is the name. So Jackie steps in, the left-handed batter for the Batbusters. The first delivery from Avilo is a changeup that misses high for ball 1. Next pitch is going to go foul to the left side to bring the count even to 1-1. So the 1-1 pitch. And there's the changeup that hits that time to bring the count to 1-2. Nice pitch there by Avilo. Freezes the batter and brings the count in Avilo's favor. And there's a swinging strike 3. All right, so we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now up to plate is Gentz. And first pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Next delivery misses low for ball 2. So look for Avilo to make an adjustment here on 2 low pitches, 1 inside, 1 in the middle, but both coming in low for a 2-0 count with 2 outs. And that one just a little too high. All right, so 3-0 here. Avilo's going to need to come right at this batter, or the Batbusters are going to get their runner on with 2 outs. And there it is for a strike. Nice pitch there, grabs the outside part of the plate. So 1-3, still batter's count here for Gentz. And that's swung on for strike 2, and a nice comeback there by Avilo to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming here from Avalo. And misses inside for ball 4, and Gentz trots down to first base. So Maddie Siders, number 18, now comes up to bat with Gentz over at first. And a quick timeout there called by the batter. Siders resets, steps back in. And that misses high for ball 1. And we've got a timeout here, as the coach for the Gators is going to come talk to the team. Coach Randy brings the team together in the circle. The outfielders come together as well in center field. And Maddie Siders on a 1-ball, no strike count with 2 outs. And there's a nice pitch by Avalo. And the count's now even at 1-1. And that one just misses outside for ball 2.
Leave it out, kid. That's out. Leave it out.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that misses low for 3-1. Well, really hard to see home plate right now. Could probably use a good dusting, probably help the pitcher find that strike zone. As we battle here on the 3-1 count for Avalo. And that one's going to get hit over to first base, fielded cleanly by Haley. And the Gators record their 3rd and final out for the bottom of the 4th inning. All right, well, we've played 4 innings now, and the Gators up by a score of 3-0. We want to thank you very much for watching the Florida Softball Network. If you're enjoying the content, hey, give us a subscribe. If you like the game, give it a like. That way it'll recommend it to other viewers so they can enjoy some of this softball action. Coming to you this weekend in the Easton Ghost Series Tournament from Sarasota, Florida. This is the first game of the morning for the Gators. The potential of playing a total of 4 games if they manage to make it all the way to the championship game. Every single game counts, as it is single elimination. So both teams fighting hard to stay in the tournament. But we're going to reset the scoreboard, reset the base runners, and we'll be back to you as we start the 5th inning here on the Florida Softball Network.
Now to bat, number 16, Luca.
Well, starting off the 5th inning is Luca Hansberger, number 16. A quick turn of inning as the Batbusters trying to get into this game. Luca looking to extend the inning as the first batter here. And she's quickly down by a count of 0-2. And that one gets lifted into left field. A nice hit there by Luca. And she's on with a single.
Now to bat, number 30.
Great hit there. Perfect placement to get her on, and the Gators have their lead runner on the base paths. Well, that brings up to bat now Kinsley Roman.
33-4.
And that one gets fouled for strike one. Next pitch misses high for a ball. Now 1-1. Luca trying to bait the throw from the catcher, but the catcher doesn't go for it. Just quickly rifles on over to the pitcher. Once the ball's in the circle, the runners cannot advance. And that misses low for a ball. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike here. Jackson now on 61 pitches. And that one is lifted high into right field. That's going to drop in, and Luca's going to come all the way over to third base. And a nice hit there by Kinsley. All right, well, good hits from the first 2 batters into the outfield. Now brings up number 99, Kennedy Copeland. And the first delivery is fouled to third base for strike one. So runners here at the corners for the Gators with no outs. And the next pitch is going to be a missed bunt for strike two. Kennedy just not able to put the bat on the ball there and quickly finds herself down by a count of 0-2 and will be swinging away at this point. Expect to see Kinsley running here on this pitch. And she will. They're going to throw over to second base, but try to bait the throw. A little trick play there as the second baseman crashes in and then rifles it over to third to try to catch the Gators off their game. But all runners able to stay safe at their bases, and Kinsley able to advance over to second. So no outs here, runners at second and third base. And that one's ripped foul towards third base. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a timeout by Coach Travis. A couple of words to Kennedy, give her some advice here at the at-bat, settle her down. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses high and outside, gets past the catcher, but with a short backstop and a quick hustle is able to get under the tag. The tag remained too high by the pitcher. She did not come back down fast enough. Batbusters upset, but clearly able to slide under the tag, even with the short backstop. Had the throw been a little bit lower by the catcher, I think they would have had her. And so the Gators now up 4-0. And that one's going to get hit high into the air in foul territory. The catcher under it to record the first out.
Now up to bat, number 22, Peyton.
All right, that brings Peyton Williamson up to bat
2 outs.
with one out.
Oh, 1 out. Sorry, 1 out.
And that one gets hit over to third baseman, who bobbles it for a moment, is going to, get called out by the base runner. There's only 1 out. Ooh. The Batbusters almost come off of the field, in which case that would have allowed Kinsley to come across third. And there's the timer on the game, so this is going to be the final inning. The Batbusters will have one more at bat, but they need to record still a second out. And the first pitch grabs the inside part of the plate for strike one on number 10, Avilo Fitzgerald, the pitcher for this game for the Gators. Avilo is 1 for 2 today. And misses well high and outside. Nice job by the catcher to jump up to grab that one and keep Kinsley at third base. And the count is 1-1. And there's one that's ripped a line drive to third base. And Ray at third base able to grab it, snag it, and record the third out. Well, not before the Gators are able to get one more run across the board as they take the lead by a score of 4-0. The Batbusters, with their last at-bats here as the home team and the time expired, will look to put some runs on the board and knock the Gators out, and the Gators will do their best to keep the score right where it's at with their lead 4-0 here on the Florida Softball Network. It's the bottom of the 5th inning, and these are the last at-bats for the Batbusters, down by 4 runs currently. Avilo Fitzgerald in the circle on 66 pitches so far. And Lacey coming now to bat for the Batbusters. And the first pitch misses high outside for ball 1. And that pitch is going to be hit over to Avilo, who picks that up and fires over to Haley at first to record the first out of the bottom of this inning. And the first pitch to Ava, number 17, in there for a strike. And that one misses for ball 1. So 1-1-1 here, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one is going to be chopped over and into, over towards the shortstop, who's unable to pick up the ball cleanly. And the Batbusters get a runner on the bases. All right, so 1 out, runner at first base. And there is a hit over to third, to short, who fires an overthrow, almost overthrows. So 2 hits to the left side of the infield, and neither the third baseman nor shortstop able to come up with a play. Has now got the Batbusters in business here with runners at first and second base. Well, now stepping up to bat is Myers, number 8. She's 0 for 2 today. And a pitch just low for ball 1. And there's one right down the river and watched for strike 1.
22-1.
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
6-5.
And there's a swinging strike 2. So the batter is here for the Batbusters. I hear it sounds like they are staying up in the box, trying to prevent the ball from breaking before it crosses the plate. But with Avalo's speed, it's kind of a offset move there because it just has the ball coming in that much sooner. And there's a swing strike 3. Yeah, the base was occupied, so there was no opportunity for the dropped strike 3 to advance. And the Gators record their second out. So the Batbusters now down to their final out. Runners, though, on first and second base. So a play at any base here for the Gators, any bag in action. As the Batbusters try to battle back from a 4-0 deficit. And there's a ball that is hit foul to the right side now to play for your long strike 1. Able to come set. And just misses there for 1-1.
1-1-2.
And there's one that's hit to second base. It is grabbed there by Kinsley to record the third out and the last out of this game. And the Gators knock the Batbusters out of the Easton Ghost Tournament and advance to the quarterfinal game, which will be coming up at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here from Sarasota, Florida. Well, we want to thank you for watching this game. Again, final score, Lady Gators Jackson 4, Batbusters 2010-14 U 0 here on the Florida Softball Network.